Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you for joining me again today. My name is General Confusion, and this is Missionforce Cyberstorm. Specifically, this is the first Cybrid CC mission, and this is my 5th or 6th attempt, I believe, but I think this time I've hit on the winning formula. So, let me explain what I've changed between this attempt and the 2 attempts I showed earlier, both of which ended in dismal failure. I have not changed my demon lineup. That is the same. I still have a variety of demons armed for a variety of different range bands. So those are all the same, but my giants are somewhat different. So my giants, I have switched out their top weapons for these blast mortars. Now, I didn't use blast mortars the first time. I remembered using them as a child, and I remembered that they were important, but I looked at their stats and I thought, you know, they cost energy to fire, their damage versus shields isn't great, their damage versus armor is absolutely pitiful, and they have no penetrating damage, so why would I use this gun? Well, the reason I use this gun is the Verminous. Remember, I was talking quite a bit about the Verminous last time, how they constantly attack you and force you to move forward. Well, look, this gun, the Blast Mortar, it has a max range of 20, so if I can see it, I can hit it. It costs very little energy to fire, so I can still move after firing it. And it does damage to an area 3 hexes in diameter, so over here, if you can see the hex marker, 1, 2, 3. That area, an area of 9 hexes total, the Blast Mortar does damage to. Now, it doesn't do very much damage, but Verminous are very weak. Their shields are very weak, and their armor is very weak. So from over here, look, here's a Verminous. I fire blast mortars at it. Yeah, the first one misses. The second one hits and takes down the shields in one shot.
Movement.
This one stands up. I can actually finish that Verminous off with direct fire, I believe. Because if you can finish off the Verminous with relative ease, then that takes a huge amount of the pressure off this mission. So the blast mortars, just by themselves, by allowing me to do this, to stand back here and shoot at the Verminous. Now, that was actually the first one I failed to kill with blast mortars. I'll have to kill it with missiles or something. But anyway, by allowing me to do that with a fair degree of confidence, it takes a huge amount of the pressure to advance off. By setting things up so that I can do that, I allowed myself to take up a defensive position around the Herc carrier here and let the Cybrids come to me for a while. So, in this position, fending off the Verminous with fair ease due to the blast mortars, I was able to kill a couple of Genocides, a couple of Nihilists, a Spectre. All this stuff just sort of trickled in to attack me slowly. After that, I was able to push up here. I was attacked by a Nihilist and a pair of Genocides from the ridge, but with the concentrated firepower of my demons, I was able to destroy them over a couple of turns. And now I've pushed up to this position. This is a very good defensive position, and this is what I remember doing as a child. By taking this position, this turret is blocked off by its ridge, and then you are on lower terrain, so you get a little bit of cover from this as well. That's a spot that gives you extra cover. There are various spots here that give you extra defensive bonuses as you're advancing to cover your advance. Once you've gotten here, that turret has a hard time hitting you, as do those Hades, so you can wait back here, use the blast mortars. As you can see, this Genocide's shields have been radically depleted by just constant blast mortar fire. And so have this Parasite's shields, this turret as well. This heavy turret still has some shields, but it's suffering. So that when you finally do launch the charge, you may still lose a Herc or two cresting the hill, but you can get over there and clean out this whole line in one turn of fire. As long as you brought, you know, your 120mm autocannons and all that stuff. I do need to finish off this Verminous. There we go. See, 12 damage. 12 penetrating damage is enough to kill them. So the blast mortars do the job. And if you have the Cybrids bunched up like this, a single blast mortar can hit 2 or 3 people. The other thing that blast mortars are good at will show up a little later on, and that is that they're very good at hurting buildings, because buildings take up 9 hexes or more. So a blast mortar hits a radius of a diameter of 3, so it hits 6 hexes altogether. I'm sorry, 7 hexes altogether. The middle one, and then the 6 directly surrounding it. Well, damage is calculated per hex, or per hex facing, one of the two. So, no, I think it's per hex. So if you hit a building that's right here, and you land it smack on with the blast mortar, it does a huge amount of damage, sometimes enough to take down all the shields in one shot and then destroy the building with a second shot. That's very important because there are 2 buildings on this mission you have to destroy. One of them is over here somewhere, and that is the construction node. That's what constructs the Verminous. Then over here on this side of the base, you have the sensor array. The sensor array gives a 2-hit bonus to every Cyberdon turret on the map. So if you can destroy it, then the hit percentages of all of these units drops dramatically. So we are going to crouch everybody again because we're not pushing forward yet. Yeah, crouch. And as you can see also, by moving up very slowly and cautiously in the way I've been doing, I've saved my battery life. I have taken some Verminous damage. I had one Verminous get into my formation and explode, and it took out a missile. And did some other damage, but my nano repair was capable of fixing all the damage that I took except for that lost missile. Oh no. Okay. That was bad luck, but as you can see, even a lot of the missiles are actually missing. So he might survive. Odds are bad. Nope, he didn't survive. Okay, well, we'll just see how this goes, shall we? So we've lost Vryle. That was bad luck, but it's not time to advance yet, despite that happening. Despite that, it is not time to advance. I have not weakened the Cyberds enough. And the question is just, can I weaken them enough using these tactics before they get at me? Because see, look, I can't reach cover. If I advance now, the turrets will just be able to shoot at me in the open. So what I have to do is I have to keep taking out the Verminous. There, see, 2 shots and it's dead. And I have to keep focusing my blast mortar fire on the heavy turret. So by weakening its shields in this way, I can eventually take them down to the point that they can actually be removed by the blast mortar. And then, if I can remove the shield, then I can kill it from long range with mass missile fire. I'm going to shorten my line since I've lost Vryle.
Shields. Movement. Shields.
And we will go again. See, that was just unlucky. Vryle's shields were a little bit weak from a couple of lucky shots earlier, and then they just all hit him at once. But you saw how much missing was going on. Even the missiles, which are normally almost 100% accurate, were landing all over the place. It took almost the entire concentrated fire of the Cyber Force to destroy Vryle.
Weapons.
Okay, so I'm going to be doing this for... I forgot to crouch Quabble. Well, good thing they didn't shoot at him, eh? And since I'm down here, actually, I can fire my energy weapons without having to worry. Because, despite the low hit percentage chance, because I'm not using up any energy moving. So it's okay if I shoot them, you know, it doesn't cost me anything to fire my energy weapons.
Movement.
So we've killed that Verminous, now we're going to work the heavy turret.
Movement.
Oh, nope, you were already standing up. See, look at that. I hit a building back there, that's a building. 218 damage.
Movement. Movement.
We're just trying to hit that heavy turret with whatever we can.
Movement.
It's not happening today, though.
Movement.
Okay, Abaddon is down to 1,600 shields, which means that he is going to need to retreat. We're going to stand all our Hercs up. We're going to fire a couple of blast mortars. We'll take that one out with a particle beam weapon. Okay, looks like we won't be able to blast mortar the heavy turret this turn. But, okay, that genocide, 40% chance to hit. 20% chance to, yeah, let's shoot at the genocide. See if we can't take it down. Oh, a hit. Can't get another one, though. So, Garen in Abaddon here needs to retreat.
Movement. Shields.
And with that extra range,
Movement.
should be able to avoid fire, coming under fire. Taking just a tiny bit of damage from something.
Shields. Movement. Shields.
Okay, so you're going to be in the back, letting your shields regenerate. You can also use your direct fire weapons to deal with these vermin. Oh, crap. Lucky hits are a problem. They're not killing my demons when I, move out of the way,
Movement.
but they are taking them out of action. And that's,
Movement.
almost as good. It was kind of a waste firing a heavy plasma cannon at him, but... Okay, so
Shields.
I'm looking at the situation and I'm not sure well, I am making progress. This light turret and this genocide are coming down. The heavy turret, I think its shields just regenerate too quickly for me to really be knocking them down with blast mortars.
Movement.
And that is kind of the problem with blast mortars. There we go. I got the genocide's shields down. The problem with blast mortars is they don't really do enough damage to be useful against heavy things. Only 50% missile chance hit. Oh gosh, I really want to kill this genocide. Okay, 2 hits, that's good.
Movement.
See, missile SGs do hit more often than those SP2s. Oh, come on.
Movement.
47%? Oh, stand up. There we go. Alright, so we've killed a genocide. We've lost a demon, but we've killed a lot more Cybrid than we've lost Herc.
Movement. Shields. Movement. Movement.
And we are just going to continue to fire. Yeah, he's gonna pull back as well.
Movement.
Just because I don't want him dying.
Movement. Shields. Movement. Shields.
Okay.
Movement.
That's more like what I want to see. That fusillade of misses. I only see one Verminous. Oh, there it is. I was about to say, where has the other Verminous gone? I cannot be having Verminuses running around unaccounted for. Oh, for crying out loud. Okay. So now, that Hades has also taken some shield damage and some regular damage. That's interesting. Actually, should I focus the light turret? Yeah, I should focus the light turret. Well, I want to hurt both. $155 damage. He can't regenerate that in one turn. You're at 1902. Move up here.
Movement.
No, stand up. Oh, for a second there I thought we had his shields down.
Shields.
I was wrong.
Movement. Movement. Shields.
But that heavy turret is coming down. Once that heavy turret comes down, I should be able to advance. I mean, yeah, there are a couple of Hades there that will be very dangerous at close quarters, but I can take them. Can you hit him with an HP cannon? Yeah, do that. first priority, however, does always have to be the Verminous, because if you don't kill the Verminous, they will mess up your whole day. For crying out loud.
Movement. Movement.
Ooh, 2 solid hits. Oh, come on. Oh, please. I know it's a 7% chance, Garen. I'm gonna jack you up. Alright, you're at 99% skill in both energy and advanced weapons. Oh, it's still a 7% chance to hit. Oh, Garen, why? It's risky.
Shields.
It is risky, but I'm gonna do it. For the extra hit chance. Oh, come on.
Movement.
Move over there. 19%. We're using drugs, people. It's our only chance. It's our best chance. Nope.
Movement. Shields.
Okay, well,
Movement.
it is not this turn. A turn may come. They got a hit. I hate it when they get hits. What's your shield? Yeah, 1825. You need to pull back.
Movement.
Man, you can't even hit them.
Movement.
See, if you're right next to this ridge here, then the 2-hit penalty is significantly lessened, if not removed. If you're back here, however, then firing uphill gives you a penalty.
Movement.
It's really too bad that you are not close to the other Cybrids. But that heavy turret is looking awful fragile.
Movement.
We can just get it.
Movement.
Go over there.
Movement.
Oh, so close. Oh, so close.
Movement.
It's a war of attrition, but it's one that we're winning. And I keep wanting to say that I think those Verminous end after a while. Eventually the pool runs out. Oh no. Like, eventually the pool runs out or something, but I just can't confirm that. I just don't remember.
Shields.
You'll be fine for another turn.
Movement.
Hit him with the old HP cannon. So close.
Movement. Movement.
I'm gonna fire my... Can I kill him with a missile?
Movement.
Apparently not. See, every time those blast mortars land a solid hit, they actually do a significant amount of damage. It's just spread out in a way that makes it a little less useful than most damage.
Movement.
And of course, at long range like this, my heavy plasma cannons are not useful.
Shields. Movement.
Hey, yeah, there's a defense bonus square. That's nice to stand on. Yes! Alright, we got the heavy turret.
Shields. Movement.
We're gonna spend another turn or so down here, regenerating shields and such, and continuing the blast mortar barrage, but we have eliminated one of the heavy turrets. So now we have these 2 Hades. I believe we have 2 more heavy turrets. One's over here and not firing yet, or up here and not firing yet, and one's over there. So what we're going to do is we're going to move up. Our next position will be right here, where we have the advantage of all this cover. We'll use blast mortars to destroy buildings and such that we can reach. I believe we'll be able to reach the command center from that location, and hopefully also the construction node. Also, interestingly, the Verminous and the Parasite use the same movement noise. Oh, come on. 92% chance to hit, and you choose then to miss? Wow.
Movement. Shields.
Okay.
Shields.
Yes, there's the construction node. Alright, if I can take him out with direct fire, which I can, then I can blast mortar the construction node and we don't have to worry about... See, look at that, 393 shield damage. That was only 153. Alright, see, 2 shield facings are down. It's starting to take actual damage. We are going to have to take one more turn of Verminous, but I don't think they can quite reach me from there.
Shields.
Our biggest risk now is going to be that heavy turret right there. It's going to open up on us, and we've lost part of our cover. So, I'm not certain
Shields.
we might lose a Herc here. We might lose another one.
Movement. Shields.
Crossing these open places is the worst. We cannot lose Mr. Miyagi.
Movement.
We need his vision.
Shields.
In order to allow us to reach into the cybered base with our blast mortars, we need that vision. Oh no. Those are the light turrets firing. The light turrets are not very dangerous. See, they do 33 damage a hit. Oh, it's those heavy turrets that are bad. Can you reach the wall? Yes. Good. Okay, so we've got 2 more Verminous crouched up there, but I need to take out the node. Okay, construction node destroyed. Now, I can try to take them out with indirect fire, but first... need to destroy at least one of those Hades. This missile is, of course, destroyed. See, my missiles can almost kill them with penetrating damage. I don't like doing this because it's a waste of missiles, but on the other hand, you know, it's not... Is it really a waste if you are killing a major threat? Oh, come on! %, 40%, 21%. At this point, we need to start killing as rapidly as possible, and energy conservation kind of has to go by the wayside, because anybody we don't kill is going to get to shoot back at us.
Shields.
And of course, every shield we weaken is 1 shield level that we don't have to deal with later. So you now move back.
Movement. Shields.
Because I still don't want you getting killed. Let's see, who has weapons left? You have an EMP beamer left. You have 1 missile left, but you can't use it. And you have cannons left. Okay.
Movement.
At close range like this, crouching will be of minimal benefit, but minimal benefit is still benefit. See, here comes the pain. Yep, here it comes. Okay. Get up there, take out that turret. Oh, come on. Yes!
Weapon reloaded. Shields. Movement.
We're going to direct our shields over that way because I think there's another heavy turret in that direction that we haven't killed yet. Yes, there it is.
Weapons.
Let's see if we can kill it, though. Oh, come on. Please. There we go.
Shields.
Here we have giants doing their work.
Weapon reloading.
Taking down multiple shields at once. Wiping out cybrids.
Weapon reloading. Weapon reloading. Weapon reloading.
Can you get around there, please?
Destroyed.
There we go.
Weapons unresponsive.
Oh, no. Come on.
Destroyed.
Whew.
Movement. Shields.
Okay, now that is what a demon-led assault should look like. Yes, we took casualties, but we broke right through the defensive perimeter, eliminated all of the heavy defenders, and basically cleared the place out. All they've got left, I believe I've killed all of the heavy turrets, I've killed all of the heavy cybrids, all they have left is these light turrets and this parasite. And I think I can clear these out, there's some more light turrets up there, and then I should be done. I was wrong, there's another heavy turret. Crap. I want... Yep, there's the other heavy turret.
Shields.
There you go, Mr. Miyagi, you got some blood. Okay. I'm gonna kind of take cover behind this cyber building
Shields.
a little bit. While I destroy that light turret. Alright, what's your shield at? 1684? Yeah, you
Movement.
move down there. I don't want to lose any more than I have to at this point. You, see, there's more light turrets up there. At long range, not dangerous. We're gonna try to take down the command node. Oh, shields are down.
Weapon reloading. Shields. Shields.
Now, my only, the disastrous thing here could be losing Mr. Miyagi. I would really like to keep Mr. Miyagi.
Movement.
See that 9%? That's because we're shooting across these two buildings. His hit chance for,
Movement.
Rahab cannot crouch. His hit chance for Belphegor should be equally low. Why don't you blast more to that heavy turret a little bit, just for laughs. Are you crouched?
Movement.
Yes, you're crouched. You don't have to crouch. You can actually, since your shields are at 1805, why don't you actually move down here a little bit? Do you still have blast mortars? No. Okay.
Shields. Movement.
Oh, come on. Die already. There we go. We're actually running out of missiles.
Weapon reloading.
Pretty rapidly. Come on. 37% chance to hit. What kind of malarkey is that? 16% chance to hit. There's the sensor array. The sensor array is very vulnerable. And now it's dead. And that will cut the hit percentage of the remaining turrets, of which I believe turrets are the only remaining threats. So, I really shouldn't lose anybody else at this point. I believe light turrets are the only remaining threats, rather.
Movement.
Yep, see, they're just... Okay.
Shields.
You are out of missiles, but you do still have devastators.
Movement. Shields.
See, we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 light turrets to eliminate. And we're running out of power pretty quickly. Fire my PBWs at him.
Shields.
So we'll take some cover behind the remaining processing nodes.
Movement. Shields.
Belphegor is actually in the best shape, although he's missing a missile. Ah, missing a missile. Actually, stand up. There you go. Drop a missile on him. You're reloading. You fired your missiles out. They're not even shooting back. Without the sensor array, they can't actually see me. These light turrets have very, very short detection ranges. I believe that's the problem anyway. Oh, didn't mean to right-click on that. They can, however, fire back when fired upon.
Weapon reloading. Insufficient energy. Shields. Shields.
So at this point, this is just cleanup. I will finish this off, and I'll see you back at the mission debriefing screen. Okay, you have destroyed the Cybrid Central Command. The Paracelcus system will now be beyond the reach of the Cybrid forces. Unitech now can begin to push into the Ionis system to strike towards the Cybrid homeworld. With this success, you shall now be entrusted with advanced technologies and asked to sweep the Cybrids from yet another star system. Okay, we got 114,000 Cybrid bounty because we killed 114 Cybrids in the course of that mission. Now, many of those were just verminous. But still, 114 Cybrids. You can see why I said this is the hardest mission. In future missions, you will also encounter more verminous and stuff like that, but you will have more advanced and powerful Hercs that can deal with them a lot better. So we got almost 200,000 credits, and we've been promoted to the rank of Force Leader. Casualties, 2. 2 demons completely destroyed. We lost Vryle and we lost Jath. Everybody else is okay. I'm sad that I lost Vryle. He's a very good bioderm, but you know what? Screw it, I won. So, Force Leader, we've got the improved ore extractor, which is fine. Or, this is interesting. The Cybrid installation destroyed was receiving sub-pulse transmissions from somewhere within the Ionis system. As of today, all of this base's efforts will be focused on that system. The Paracelcus system is now under the Unitech Consortium's control and is not to be revisited for any reason. The rumors of bioderms rescued from that last installation are true, as are reports of terraforming by the Cybrids. Traditionally, Cybrid infestation has occurred on worlds that are either rich in resources. Or possess peculiar electromagnetic fields. We now believe that the Cybrids are experimenting with EMFs and their effect on bioderms. Their intent is not to control bioderms, but to enhance bioderm potential. The reasons for this are still unclear. Okay, so now we've got the Reaper. Grim Reaper's more like it. The name Reaper was a reference to the wide firing arc of the arm-mounted missile launcher. Now, of course, we all think of the path of carnage this thing leaves in its wake. Almost every weapon type can be mounted on this thing, so the smart commander would link it to a competent bioderm. So, the Reaper is basically a bigger, badder demon. It's got multiple energy mounts, it's got a couple of missile mounts, and it's got a fourth mount that can be, a sixth mount actually, that can be equipped by either energy or missile weapons. And we got this bioderm, Jai. So, average skill ratings, but the thing about Jai is, Jai can learn super, super rapidly. So if you take them out into the field, Jai becomes very good very quickly. So an underground genetic facility was discovered beneath the primary Cybrid base destroyed in the Paracelcus system. The Cybrids have been engaging in bioderm research for reasons unknown to us. This bioderm was the only survivor to be rescued from that facility and has apparently been the subject of experimentation. Furthermore, the electromagnetic field surrounding the planet, was altered to have a positive effect on the bioderms they were growing.
Your rank entitles you to command more Hercs and bioderms.
Whew.
Herc-based.
Okay.
Bioderm facility.
Okay, we made it through. That was tough. That was rougher than I remembered it, but once I got the strategies and the weapons sorted out, I was able to do it. Now, note, one of the big things that was helpful in that mission were those blast mortars, just because they had infinite ammunition. Are they terribly effective? Actually, no, not against anything that isn't a verminous or a bunch of Cybrids all clustered together. They're very useful for attacking bases because they can kill buildings quickly, but other than that, they're not actually all that useful with their low damage output, but they are the perfect anti-verminous weapon, and destroying the verminous allowed me to take some of the pressure off myself and advance slowly and deal with the Cybrids piecemeal so that I could engage the base defenses on relatively better terms. So I'm going to cut this here. Thank you all so much for watching. If you liked this video, leave a like, consider subscribing to the channel, and more content like this will be coming to you on the regular. I'll see you in the next one.